Okay. Good evening. This is Gamey McFitness. I'm playing a game called Lake on my treadmill.
Meredith, Steve.
It's like a casual game.
I just came home and was wondering if
because I don't want
everything
to
worked out all right.
fall.
Hi, Steve.
It's been a while
Yes,
since I've
we made
used
the
the
deadline.
treadmill
Oh, that's awesome. I feel so bad
to
you
play a
couldn't make it.
game.
Hope you guys had a nice Labor Day party.
Oh, yes. I mean, the band was great, and Mike fell in the pool. Oh, and then Roy got really sick. No, wait, Brian. And then he fell in the pool, too. No, Roy. Wait. Well, I'll tell you all about it at work tomorrow morning.
Blank screen here.
Afternoon.
No, shit. Why
I
am
won't
not
be there
seeing
for
the
2
screen?
weeks, remember?
Oh, wait, yeah. But, do you
Damn
really
it.
have to? 2 weeks is a lifetime.
Yeah, Steve, I really have to. But I will continue
I
testing
think I
for
know how
added.
to fix that.
Oh, okay, right. Awesome.
You know, I better get some sleep now. My plane leaves early in the morning.
Okay, Meredith. Have a wonderful flight. I'll talk to you soon.
Thanks so much for picking me up, Mr. Coleman.
Mr. Coleman? Please, just call me Frank. We're colleagues now, after all.
Yeah, everything
Okay,
is going
Frank.
wrong today.
Thanks so
trying to
much
do
for
this.
making time for me on Labor Day.
No problem, Meredith. Postal workers always have each other's back. Your dad helped me dozens
First, I was
of
having
times
trouble
whenever I
getting
was in a
the
bit of pickle.
streaming
Well,
ATEM
hope
to
I can
work.
fill his shoes. He hardly ever missed a day.
Then I realized that my
I'm sure
running
you'll do great.
screen display
You know
thing
what?
was
While we're en route,
outdated
why don't we
to
deliver
display
some
the
mail
calories
in
on
our
the bottom.
Beautiful little lake town.
And show me
And then
the
I couldn't get
ropes.
the controller to work.
All right then, get ready to roll.
I think I finally got the controller, my custom controller here to work. I had to invert the y-axis in the config program and then invert it again in the game so it's right side up. So hopefully that works.
This lake, it's always more beautiful than I remember it.
I don't think I'll ever get tired of driving around it. And there's our first stop.
Another weird thing is that
Okay, sir.
I did play
what's the
this for
plan?
about 10 minutes
Delivering
yesterday
mail is like a walk in the park.
to
with
see what it
mailboxes.
was,
Take this bag, walk to the mailbox, and insert the mail.
and it didn't give me an option to continue where I left off. Okay, it is walking in a straight line. So the premise of this game controllers, I guess, are a little wonky. Like I hit A like 4 times. The premise of this game is that you're a female coder in 1987 or 86.
Nothing too difficult, right?
I
like
think I should be able to
pre-Microsoft
face the
Windows.
challenge.
Ha, I bet.
And-
Didn't you go to MIT?
Yeah.
I think your dad is
I left
sick.
here from Massachusetts 22
So you live
years
like in the
ago.
big
Shouldn't
city
you get a job in computers then? That's really
as a
booming
developer,
right
Well,
but you're
actually,
gonna help
now. Hold that thought.
'cause your
Just
dad's
arrived
sick.
at
You're
our
gonna
next
help him
address. It's a package this time.
do his
so
postal
you'll
job,
have to get it out of the back.
like out in the lake country, like. And it's like an RPG. You run like errands and stuff. And I don't know. I'm hoping the plots get more exciting than just picking up mail. Like UFOs or some weird, like people getting in fights and romance and having to run away from dogs and maybe run away from a bear. Like I'm hoping stuff happens.
All right, I'll leave it on the doorstep.
But according to the descriptions on Steam,
Whew, finally done.
she's exhausted. Hold right trigger to... So much faster.
You're getting the hang of it. So, where were
She goes
we?
from walking
Computers.
annoyingly slow
Should I
to
buy one?
walking slightly less
well,
annoyingly
it depends on what you
slow.
want to use it for. Sure, there are programs for that, but you'll still have to put in
It's
some
been
work
so long
yourself.
since I've used this.
I was afraid you were going to say that. I'll bug you about it another time. Our next address is right around the corner.
The last couple times I did the treadmill, I just did a Zwift, which is like the virtual running thing where you don't use the hand controller.
There's no place like home.
As like a
Sure isn't. Can't wait to get home either. The Mets are playing the Giants.
Oh, before I get
last
out,
minute thing because
what
I
time
couldn't
do I
get
start
something
tomorrow?
else to work.
7 a.m. sharp. Just check in at the post office.
Okay, Frank.
Or,
See you tomorrow.
Adios.
Because I wanted to get good exercise, so I wanted to go faster than when I play the game. So I haven't played a game on this treadmill probably in a month or two. More like 2. So this is where I stopped last time. So I don't know what's going to happen from here on out.
Hi, Meredith. I just wanted to let you know that Dad and I landed safely. The Florida weather.
Oh, they're on
All they
vacation.
said it would be. I'll call again soon. One more thing. The freezer's stuffed with food, and there's blueberry pie in the fridge. Bye.
Meredith, it's Steve. I didn't get the chance to say it earlier.
That's her
but
boss.
Thanks so much for being a trooper. I know you had other plans for Labor Day weekend, but nailing the deadline for Added 87 could very well be the most important milestone in our company's history. Enjoy your well-deserved time off. Don't get too used to it. Just kidding. Or am I? I'll talk to you later.
Annoying bosses.
Good morning, Meredith. Ready for your first day?
Good morning, Frank. Ready to rock.
I'll show
It's a
some
great day to
enthusiasm.
be on the road. I already filled up the mailbag in the truck, so you're good to go. Oh, I forgot to tell you. There's a map in the cabin, in case you get lost.
Hold on. Down. Okay. The controls on the menus are inverted still, but the walking is not inverted.
Thanks, I'll probably need that.
Bon voyage!
Which I can deal with. Okay, yeah. I only had to hit A about 6 times. The right button. Letters, parcels. I guess I have to turn the whole camera to see if there's an oncoming car. I guess I can just I don't know. I have to turn around to there's a pedestrian in front of me. I wonder if you can. It's not Grand Theft Auto. Okay, how do I get out? Street. Main Street, Lake Road. So I see a icon there, but why does it not, do I have to go? Okay, so this is 103 Main Street. Letter. I'm hoping more stuff happens than this. But I have the bag in. Why am I not able to drop it? Oh, I need to put it in the mailbox.
I remember this as the old Sugarman place, but the envelope says McGill. Must have moved away.
So this is super action-packed here. I might as well. Parcels is 207 Main Street. The parcels I have to, well, if people were watching me in real life, they must think I'm insane. Do I have to go in the other door? What's the deal? What am I missing? Get in, get in, get in, get in. I don't know what button I pressed to go in. Do I have brakes? I'm not sure. I'm drunk. My thumbsticks aren't very fine too. So I'm gonna be wonky. Ooh. I hope I get to something before the end of my half-hour thing, other than just dropping off the mail. They're trying to go around me because I don't know how to drive. I'll wait for that car. Or no, I think it looks like I have to go in there.
And there's Stan's Diner. Wait, it's called Moe's Diner now?
Try to park in a reasonable fashion. Thumbstick is sticking.
Meredith Wise? As I live and breathe. Come here, hon. Now, let me look at you. My, oh my. A few lines here and there, and the occasional gray hair. But by gosh, it's you, all right?
Wow, long time no see.
Wow, Maureen! Long time no see. I feel so old.
Oh, don't be like that now. It suits you. Age only makes a person more distinguished, is what I always say. To the mirror. Now come here. Tell me everything.
Okay.
Okay, one quick drink then.
I know you're busy, hon. Little bird
She's
told me
gonna
all
drink.
about your temporary mail job already. News
Let's
goes
get her
around
drunk.
pretty quickly around here. So, coffee? Something stronger? I warn you, I will not take no for an answer.
Coffee sounds good. Thanks.
2 coffee, coming right up. And 1 piece of blueberry pie, if I remember correctly.
Well, I'm
You
definitely
had
not
one
gonna fall
almost
off.
every afternoon
I
after
say that,
school at
and
one
then I'll
point.
immediately fall off the treadmill.
Oh, you know me too well, Maureen.
Always have, always will. Ashley, 1 blueberry pie. And Ashley,
I've been kidnapped.
could you keep an eye on the bar for me
I'm
for a
being
bit? I'm
talking
gonna
to
take
her
my
kid-
break now. You're a real trooper.
Okay.
Ashley? Oh, sweet Mary, what are you
Somewhat
doing?
interesting.
Is everything okay, hon?
Sounds like a
Oh, Lord
man.
have mercy.
Maybe you should check that out.
Honestly, first the roof and now this? Ugh, that poor kid is like a disaster magnet. I'm sorry, Meredith. Looks like I've got my hands full for a bit. Next time, I want to hear everything, you hear? Don't be a stranger now.
Well, so I don't get to find out what the hell is going on? Maybe I can wander back there and peek in the window. No. What are you doing, hon? You spying on us? Trying to see what's going on in the back of the cafe? To make the game interesting? So all the mail is on the other, on the one side, right where I came from. So it doesn't make sense to go all the way around the lake. Maybe I can get pulled over for driving horribly. Let's look at the map. Okay. Look how fast it can go. This game controller uses like polling for the Bluetooth to send like whether I'm pressing the button. And so sometimes it doesn't do a button hold, it like falls behind and it doesn't send the Bluetooth fast enough. So like if I'm holding down the button, maybe it's not actually holding it down. It's just a poor controller design on my part. What? Oh, let me go in the trailer park. Hopefully nobody's behind me. I guess it's not a trailer park. What are they doing? Just blocking the road? Okay, this is backwards too. So the one right next to me is I can select it. General store on Main Street. That must be 207 Main Street. So that one.
Oh, that's heavier than I thought.
So we'll see what's going on with all the cars. They're parked like right in the middle of nowhere. Okay, have somebody be robbing it or something, come on.
Can I help you?
Hello, here's today's mail.
New in town. Your face looks familiar.
Well, I grew up here and then left for college 22 years ago.
22 years ago, back when they called me Nancy Sinatra instead of Nancy Reagan. So now you're back, huh? I know what it's like.
You do?
It's best not to feel bad about it. Only a few people ever really make it. I wonder if it's gonna rain today. It's been raining a lot
Shoulders
lately.
are sore.
People love to browse the shop and then not buy
I
anything.
can't see the little option in the bottom right corner because this monitor, this second monitor is obstructing my view. Okay, let's see what's going on with that car. It's just standing there in the middle. Not standing there, parked there. Is there an option? Can I give him the bird? see an option popping up to do anything. I guess that's just there. So you have to get out of the car to mix up the game a little bit. You're not supposed to actually solve the problem. These things are crushing my head. The mic thing. Yeah, forget checking stop signs. I'm just gonna go right through the intersection. Daredevil post office person. I was looking at another game. Casual game.
Now isn't the time to leave Providence Oaks.
Yeah, why is the map telling me to leave Providence Oaks then? Okay, I guess I have to go where the orange things are. So I need to pull a Yui. Although that was an orange thing. I don't know why it's misleading. Made it look like I had to go that way. The rock was in the jumped right out in front of me. I should probably adjust the sensitivity of the thumbsticks. I'm going to try to plow right by the traffic. I used to work in a busy area in Ann Arbor, and I always had to go north when the traffic was backed up for like bumper to bumper for like a couple miles, like in the heading to the highway the other direction, and then the same thing going the other way. And I used to love, it was like 25-mile-an-hour speed limit. I used to love hitting like 40, 45, going past all the people who were stuck in the parked in the road under that traffic.
I'm actually enjoying this.
Like seeing, just to shove it in their faces, how fast I could speed by the just endless row of cars that were not even moving. It was fun. Funnest part of my day most of the time, because the job wasn't that great. Good thing I was using an actual steering wheel and not a homemade PVC game controller.
Ah, the mighty Ambrose River.
Come on. Finally. I'm in such a hurry to do such a casual game. Lake Road. I must have picked the boring
Well,
option in the
hello there,
cafe.
big cuddly guy.
But we'll see what happens when I finish the shift, if something somewhat interesting happens. A. Ring doorbell.
Oh, look, Genevieve! A new mailman! Hello there! What's your name, then?
Hi, Miss Jenkins, right? I'm Meredith. Meredith Weiss?
Weiss, of course! You're Emily's girl, aren't you? This is Meryl Weiss, Genevieve. She used to live in town years and years ago.
$22 to be exact, but who's counting?
Has it been that long? That's almost 2 Genevieves ago. Calm down, Genevieve. You're going to live forever. She isn't, but shh. You do remember me, don't you?
Of course, you're the cat lady.
Of course.
Oh.
You're the cat lady. And
It must have flipped
you've
it,
got
right?
more cats than ever.
Yes, I do like cats. Is that such a crime?
It must have.
So what if I
wanted
have
to select the middle option, but the
slightly more
thumbstick is a
of them
little
than I used to?
janky.
Like Genevieve here, and Thomas, and
I guess
Oliver.
the root option is more
Anyway,
interesting.
did you have a package for me then?
Yes, ma'am. I think it's a toy bear. I mean, it's shaped like one and feels plushy. Someone
It's
must
got
think you need
cocaine in
another
it.
animal in your life.
Bit of a nosy posy, aren't you? I know Frank would never feel up the packages.
I'm gonna do the root option.
I mean, I have to take it out of the van, and I have eyes.
Well, it's probably another gift from my son. Still doing everything to get into my good graces, except actually drop by.
She's got remarkably unwrinkled skin for an old person. She should get rid of the glasses and dye her hair and get on OK Cupid.
I'm sure he means well. He's probably just busy.
That's what he says. That's probably what you say to poor Emily, too. Anyway, I won't keep you any longer. Run along, dear. Give Emily my best.
Goodbye, Miss Jenkins. Genevieve.
Hopefully, in the game, she gets mad and slashes my tires or something. Because I was rude to her, called her the cat lady. Come on. I'm hitting A. What? Maybe some of that was the game running slow and not my janky-ass controller.
In a few days, I won't even need that map.
All of a sudden, a bunch of zombies come out. This is 300 Lake Road. Is that a package? I think so. Hey there, mechanic.
Hi there. I've got some mail for this address.
You're not Frank.
Luckily, I don't think a mustache would suit me.
Haha, real funny. But that doesn't explain why Frank gave you the keys for the goose.
The goose?
Yes, your white and wobbly van, duh. I'm Lori. I'm Providence Oaks.
I lost like
And I'm the one who keeps the goose
15
running.
grand in the stock market.
Well,
'Cause
Thomas is
I
my father.
invested in a
Does that
company
count?
that's supposed to make postal
Thomas!
vans,
Yes, that surely counts.
but they didn't get the
My father's been teaching me
contract.
since the day I was born. There is no one better in PO than me. And I have to get back to work now. But I suppose you may drive the goose. On one condition. If there's ever anything wrong with it, you bring it back to me, yes?
All right, I promise.
Good! Perfect. Did Frank tell you about the radio?
No?
It currently only receives the local station. Plus, sometimes it cuts out altogether. If that
I have the
happens, just
radio
give it a big
off
old bang on the dashboard and that should
'cause
fix it
of
right
the
up.
streaming
I'm
rights.
working on it, I promise.
Okay, thanks, Lori.
No problem, Miss W.
One Bear Creek. Oh, it's way down here. Okay. Okay. I can figure out the controls. Maybe that'll be a bear at Bear Creek. I wonder if there's more roads. I might be able to get talk on the radio. It's not music. Yeah, I bet there's more roads and towns named
Let me
Bear
think. Where was Bear Creek
in
again?
the U.S. than there are actual bears in the U.S. What happens if I just careen down in the middle? I kind of want to do that, but I kind of want to not be bored, like going back and forward because I'm stuck in a little spot for 20 minutes. Oh, covered bridge. Cool. Let's ram it. It's crazy that you can drive cars over wooden bridges.
Oh, right, Bear Creek, near the old lumber yard.
Let's ram the house. Okay. Yay, that was fun.
There's a new face.
A rare sight for a secluded lumberjack?
Yeah, last time I saw a human being was about 6 years ago.
I am here to deliver mail, and I come in peace. I'm Meredith.
Thank you. I'm Robert. I hope the peace will be everlasting. Let's see what's inside.
Alimony payment.
Oh, what the?
F that.
That doesn't sound good.
Hey, you look
Crap.
just like her.
That's what it sounds like.
I'm
Bull
gonna
crap.
take my
Freshly
anger out
baked
on you.
bull crap.
Hey, the sound can't be worse than the smell.
I'm sorry, but I have to take a better look at this. Have a nice day.
I don't think domestic violence is funny, but a plot device where you had to do karate and fight somebody off would be fun. Or what if I had to deliver like a bomb? And, oh, whatever you do, don't shake it. And here I'm driving and I'm just clunking all over the place. And then boom. Yeah, this might be the wrong game for me. I'm okay. I do like some RPGs that are based on like plot, like non-violent things. But this is like taking it to the extreme of mundane, except for the fire in the cafe. I'd like something to happen, you know? Strong sign. Okay. So I am come on. Woods. Bear Creek. I'm up here. Post office. I think that said post office. Yeah. It's got to be a plot related to that. Back up there. A lynch mob. Something. Guy having a heart attack.
Hello?
Hi, Meredith. It's Mom. How are you? How's the job?
Hi, Mom. I'm all right. The job's okay, I guess. It's not the most exciting thing I've ever done.
Oh, I'm sure you'll be fine. It's only for 2 weeks. Dad drove that truck for decades.
For decades.
Yeah, but I'm not Dad, remember?
It did the thing.
How
with
is he,
the-
by the way?
Ugh, don't get me started. He went on 2 fishing boat trips already. And then there's the late night poker with his new buddies. Oh, I'm almost out of coins. I'm calling from a bar and Dad's ordering a margarita again. Talk soon.
My shoulder is killing me. I don't know what the deal is. Watch TV or read a book.
Let's see what's on TV tonight.
Previously on Bon Appetit.
Has anyone seen Henri?
Yeah, he's in the kitchen, unpacking the new tableware.
Henri!
What if that's the cafe?
Did someone call me?
That's it. I'll probably do a different game next time I do the treadmill here. But I wanted to do the treadmill the day after I did the rowing machine, because last time I did the Omni treadmill after I did the rowing machine, and it killed my back. So I wanted to go skip a day after doing the rowing machine, as far as, because the Omni treadmill, you're sort of strapped in and you're using your midsection muscles, and I think I overdid it last time. So I want to do, because the Omni treadmill is the funnest, so I'll probably do, oh come on, everything is not working. Jesus Christ. Why is it trying to launch? I just exited. Probably do like Omni 3 days in a row if I'm in town, and then rowing, then treadmill, Omni, rowing, treadmill, something like that, if my back's not sore tomorrow. Because I don't think this normal treadmill hurts my back. I think it's just the rowing, primarily the rowing machine, and then if I do anything the next day after the rowing machine when I'm recovering from that, I think that really screws up my back. So yeah, tomorrow I'll probably do Omni, unless my back's sore. I could probably go another 10 minutes. Let me see if I can put the Zwift on the screen. And keep going for a few more minutes. This is the controls for the A10 Mini. So if I go, well, let me just move it to the other monitor. But I can go switcher, and for box 1, if I switch that to camera 3, which is my phone with Zwift on it, it should put the Zwift on the main screen. Oops, camera 4, camera 3. Okay, there we go. So yeah, this is Zwift. This is so I have a sensor on my belly here, heart rate sensor, and then I have a sensor in my shoe. I think the shoe one's about $80. I think the chest one's about $40 or $50. And you don't need to use the chest one to get the heart rate in order to use Zwift, but you do need to use the foot one, or buy like a $3,000 treadmill that has it built in. You need some sort of sensor to do Zwift. Apple Watch might work. I think last time I checked, Zwift only allows you to use Apple Watch as a heart rate sensor. I don't think it allows you to use the Apple Watch as a pedometer for running or cycling or whatever it's called. Even though it does have that capability built in, I don't think this Zwift virtual world allows it yet. Maybe it does now, because they're gradually making updates to it, but I like this as a decent, like, virtual world to run and cycle in this Zwift, and it's free for running, but it's a monthly subscription for cycling. And I had a monthly subscription, but I canceled it recently because of wanting to save money. But you can still run in it or walk in it, more likely. In my case, I can speed up a little bit now that I'm not using the controller to play the game. I think I came up with an idea for my next fitness gaming thing, and it's kind of loosely related to fitness gaming. So I was looking at, for like a doomsday nuclear war stash of supplies, I bought a solar generator and some solar panels. And I live up in Michigan. You don't get much solar in the winter because of the angle of the sun. Plus it's usually really, really cloudy. So I was looking into like how much power you could get by bicycling and charging a battery that way. And I think, from doing some Googling around, I think I can buy like a I don't remember what they're called, but it's like a you spin it and it generates electricity, like a electric motor generator type thing, and then like attach like a gear to it. I think I can do that for around $150. I don't think it would cost that much. You can buy kits. I found one from Googling for like $1,000. But if you look at the actual parts and what it has, I don't think it's that complicated. It's a little outside my comfort zone for building stuff, but I think, because according to Zwift, when you cycle in this Zwift, it shows you the watts that you're pedaling on a bicycle. I'm running, but if you're bicycling, and I tend to average like 180 watts. That's like the instantaneous power. And so if I did that for an hour, that'd be 180 watt hours, which isn't a lot. Assuming like not getting perfect like losses is maybe 150 watt hours if I did it for an hour. And so like the Steam Deck is 40 watt hours to fully charge. So, and that runs for 2 to 8 hours. And like a microwave that's 1,000 watts, if you only run it for 5 minutes, that's like 1/12 of 1,000. That's like maybe 80 watts. So if I pedaled for an hour, I could heat something up in the microwave, I could play some video games for a couple hours, I could use it to flush a toilet to run the pump, a few times. Couldn't really use it to heat anything. It's not enough electricity for that. Couldn't use it to run on a computer. Maybe a laptop for almost as long as the Steam Deck. But you could get by on that. Like, if there was a nuclear war and everybody was trapped inside, and I had that, I could pedal for an hour every couple days, and we could flush the toilets, and charge up our phones to look at, I don't know if you'd have cell phone reception, but you could, and I have like a 30-watt heating pad. You could maybe use something like that to help you sleep if you didn't have heat for your house. There was no natural gas. So yeah, it's not, you couldn't run a refrigerator or anything. It's not a lot of power, but it's something. At least you'd be able to flush the toilet and maybe boil some water on a kettle thing and have some food, have some entertainment. And since I already have the solar generator, I believe I can just solder together a cable and just plug it in and it'll just work, as long as it's between 40 and like 160 volts input. I think it doesn't really matter. Like whether like how fast you're pedaling, as long as the voltage is high enough. And I think the hardest part would be hooking it up to the bicycle. But there's two ways to do it. You can, there's a thing called like a bike trainer, where you just set a mountain bike, the back wheel of the mountain bike, on a roller thing, and it, as you pedal the bike, the roller turns and it generates power that way. If you buy those in a store, most of the time they have the roller there, but it's connected to a magnetic resistance thing. So you'd have to take the roller off and figure out how to put it on the electric generator instead. And you might have to weld that on to the bike trainer frame. And then you'd have to worry about the RPMs. So you'd have to look at like the max RPM of the electric generator, the diameter of the bike wheel, the diameter of the roller that you would attach to the electric generator to see how fast it would spin. So that's one way to do it. And if it happens to work out without doing anything complicated, you're good. But if it doesn't work, or it's not comfortable, like the resistance to pedaling, you're sort of SOL. The other way would be to totally remove the back wheel of the bike and maybe part of the bicycle chain, and figure out how to attach a bicycle chain to the generator. And I think that's the better way to go, because you could buy different diameter frames, not frames, but like the gear, like a gear system on a bicycle. like different diameters of the thing that the chain wraps around, and that would affect both resistance to your pedaling and also this how many RPMs the electric generator spins. So you have more flexibility there to get it comfortable and to get it, and you don't have to worry about the friction of the bicycle wheel and the bicycle wheel wearing down or slipping on the roller if it's not tight enough. I saw one Google thing where like a professional cyclist did it that way with a normal mountain bicycle tire, and it caused it to melt because the RPMs were too high. I don't remember if you said it was a tire or the electric generator, something in that melted, but she had to buy more shit and buy like a bicycle tire that was flat and not grooved like a mountain bike, like a racing tire to put on her mountain bike in order to get it to work with the bike trainer approach. But I think it's like 70, 80 bucks to buy a solar, or no, a generator, electric generator, and then maybe between 50 and 60 bucks to buy like maybe buy a new chain and a new like gear thing to attach to the spindle of the generator, and then I'd have to maybe buy an adapter to plug it into the solar generator that I already have. So, and I already have a mountain bike. Well, a family member does that they don't use. So I think that might be my next project, and when I'm doing it, I can hook up my fitness gaming thing to it. And I kind of want to do that too, because I want to compare the watts that Zwift says versus the watts that end up in the battery to see what my loss is as far as converting pedal power to actual battery power. But I think that's going to be my next project, because it's not that expensive and it's a little outside of my comfort zone, and it's somewhat related to fitness gaming, and it also relates to the apocalypse prep, nuclear war prep. And I could also attach that solar or the electric thing to anything that spins, like a wind turbine or whatever, like a homemade wind turbine eventually. So I could, in the future, I could play around with using it for other things. So I think that might be my next project. It's not quite super zoned in, focused on fitness gaming. I'm not looking at the chat. I don't know if anybody's saying anything. Nope. But I think I'm going to call it a day. I wanted to go at least an hour. Well, maybe I'll go up to 200 calories. I'm almost there. Maybe not quite up to 3 miles. But I'll go to 200 calories. And the other game I was looking at is like a pirate resource collection game. It's not Skull and Bones, it's a single player. Kind of reminds me of Windbound, which is a game I tried playing on this treadmill. And it was sort of a good game for playing on the treadmill, but I spent like 2 hours resource gathering and getting used to the gameplay for that. And then I got to like a level boss and he hit me like twice and I was dead. It made me start all the way over with the level. So I'd have to probably even more than 2 hours of data of resource gathering in order to be able to defeat the boss. And I thought, screw that. I'm not going to go through that much trouble. And it takes even longer because I'm playing on the treadmill with my janky controller. I might not even be able to defeat the boss in like several tries. And if I have to do 2 hours of resource gathering between each attempt, it's like, no, I'm not doing that. But hopefully this other pirate game is a little better as far as not having frustrating gameplay. So I'm going to probably try that next time I do the treadmill, which might not be for a few weeks. I don't know. Because I do go between here and family's house, which is 3 hours away, and that's where my workshop is. So if I do start building that bicycle thing, it won't be for like a week or so at least until I drive over there. I still have to order the parts too, and that takes a few days. So don't expect that to be done for quite a while. I mean, it took me almost a year to build the rowing machine game controller. But I think maybe in 2 or 3 trips, which is like a month and a half, I think month or 2, I think I can build the bicycle generator game controller. But we'll see about that. So I am almost at 200 calories. Tomorrow, yeah, I do expect to do the Omni treadmill unless my back's sore. It does seem to take a couple days after I row for my back to get sore. I noticed that with sit-ups too. If I do sit-ups, it's like my stomach's not sore that day. It's not sore the next day, but like the third day or the second day after it, that's when it gets me. It's weird. But yeah, we'll see. But this was Gaming McFitness. Keep gaming, keep exercising. If you want to make exercise less boring, try doing both at the same time. Good night. And the calorie thing is not... There it goes. Good night.